Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thanks for your leadership in helping advance the IRS Email Transparency Act. Mr. Speaker, we have an important responsibility in Congress to protect American taxpayers. That's what our constituents sent us here to do. I believe we have the opportunity to do that today. By moving forward this bill, safeguards in place for taxpayers and bring greater transparency and accountability to the IRS. H.R. 1152 is a clear, straightforward bill that will prohibit the IRS officers and employees from using personal email accounts for official IRS business, a very common sense thing. This bill came as a result of the Ways and Means Committee's investigation into the IRS targeting of taxpayers based on their political beliefs. Many of those wrongly targeted were in my district in Texas. But the underlying issue of H.R. 1152 is about finding ways to fix the problem and ensure that such abuses never happen again. This is something that will impact all Americans. One of the abuses the committee discovered in our investigation was that some IRS employees used their personal, non-secure email accounts to conduct official IRS business. In doing so, they also disclosed confidential taxpayer information. Lois Lerner, a former IRS official at the center of the agency's targeting scandal, routinely conducted official business involving taxpayer information on her personal email account. If that's not bad enough, nothing on her personal email is subject to official record keeping, which conveniently keeps taxpayer information outside the orbit of proper security. Such reckless behavior by the IRS breaches the trust between the American people and their government. This is wrong in principle and has failed in practice. Currently, the IRS employee manual only says that sensitive classified data can't be emailed outside the IRS network, but it says nothing about an outright prohibition. In other words, it's bad practice, but it's not prohibited, and it clearly didn't stop Lois Lerner for betraying the confidence of the American taxpayer. This bill makes it against the law for IRS employees to share confidential tax information on their personal email account. As I said at the outset, Congress has a responsibility to protect taxpayers. Just avoiding a repeat of past failures cannot be our ambition. So let's put common sense safeguards in place, shine the light of the transparency on the IRS, and provide greater accountability to the American people. The IRS Email Transparency Act does just that. Mr. Speaker, I yield back.
The gentleman yields back.